You see, last video I talked about Andrew Tate's case, and I feel like I haven't talked enough about it, and also with a short, as well as the fact that there's a lot of misinformation and people nitpicking the evidence. I decided to make a video completely covering the case. And I'm talking about the case, I have someone in mind to call out. All those sources are in the description. Right now, there is almost zero proof of anything happening right now, so much so that the judge increased his detention by 30 days and he might increase it by 150 days until they able to find sufficient proof. Now, let's talk about his charges. His official charges, the things were actually arrested by, when all the people talking about, oh, it was tax evasion, fraud, money laundering. No, that's all bullshit. They might try to get him on that later, but right now his charges are 1. Human trafficking, 2. Rape, 3. Organized crime. Now, if he's guilty, if he will go out for some time, like rape will land him about 3 to 10 years in prison, depending on a lot of trauma and stuff happened. Human trafficking will land him about 15 years, about 15-20 years. And for the organized crime, it's about 10 years. It's about 10 years that he'll spend in prison if he's found guilty of it. So if he's guilty of all of it, will land him around 20 to 30 years in prison. Now, let's talk about the evidence. Right now, there is zero proof of any organized crime activity. Well, there could be, but there is no proof that is available to the public at this current time. And as for the rape allegations, almost none. Well, for the SA accusation, we only got 2 sources. As in, there's only like 2 accusations that he did it, or the evidence that is available to the public. One, the girl who is currently working with Vice on their hit piece of Andrew Tate. And she claimed that she has been raped and abused by Andrew Tate. As well as number 2 is the leaked voice note. I'm pretty sure almost the entire population has heard of it, but if you haven't, I'll play it right now.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ, I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
That had to be the fakest shit I've seen in my life, man. No one talks like that. No one makes their voice like that. No one says more like more. Bro, that sounds like a Caleb City death sound effect. And don't take it from me. Here are some clips of sound designers and producers talking about how bullshit this is.
So we're about to do an A/B recording, more analyzation of this Andrew Tate audio that Vice released, that the government released, or whoever released. And we're going to take a look. Now, I did some research, and you can look it up yourself. This person did a study about audio detection, or a fake audio detection. And what they said was that on computer-generated voice, typically what's missing is top end that would a normal voice would have. So if you take a look at this, this is the regular Tate right here, okay? Gonna play it.
You know what? So many women say to me, "You're so Andrew. You know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot." And I'm sitting there thinking, "Bitch, I wish to God you were a robot."
Let's listen again, but take a look at this right here. These are the S's right there. And see how far they go up?
You know what? So many women say to me, "You're so Andrew. You know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot." And I'm sitting there thinking, "Bitch, I wish to God you were a robot."
Now let's listen to the audio that Vice produced. Look at that.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet.
This is what
And you hear when the Vice audio comes in? See all the top end in the Vice audio right here? This is the Vice audio. This is, look at that top end. Look at that top end. Now if you go, look, no top end in any of the voice generated or the voice that was recorded, quote unquote. Let's listen again.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet.
This is what
all that top end. I rest my case.
Buddy.
No,
he doesn't.
Ever.
So I spent at least 30 minutes playing that clip back and forth, right? Because we all know Andrew's voice pretty well.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I was like, okay, hold on a second here. Let me put an AI voice next to what it sounds like a real voice and see what happens. It's distorted.
Yes.
And Mo, you're a sound engineer, right? Tell me from your experience, does that sound like Andrew's voice from what you're hearing or no?
Yo, your mic's
not on, buddy.
Mic's not on.
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That actually does sound like somebody else. So
I will say that the voice recording is from a couple of years ago, so your voice is lighter earlier.
Not only that, they over exaggerated his accents, like masculinity, right?
Yeah.
It's like they over exaggerated it. And some of the stuff he said is like, okay, what would Andrew Tate say? Let me just think of what it. To me, I think it's AI. I think they're fake.
Now I have a clip from Andrew talking, right? So I want you to play that clip. It's in the chat, if you don't mind, Chris, and then play the audio again. Because to me personally, bro, it sounds like someone put AI and they thought what he was gonna say, and they just said it. And dude, even his accent, his fluctuations is weird, bro.
It's like Photoshop, only on the sound
it's
side.
Delayed, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I don't know if it's true or not, but dude, this is really.
It's a fresh and fit. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Fresh and fit each day. I don't know what it does, but you need to be there.
Sheesh.
Behind the scenes, guys.
Crystal clear, right? Now play the audio. I don't know, bro. To me, it feels like it's AI. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from like my experience and what I've been hearing, and even Mo, sound engineer is telling you, bro.
We said that. The more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it.
Who the fuck is that?
Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck you didn't like?
I don't know who that is, bro.
Dude, it's 2023, man. Technology makes that possible.
Let me say this. Let's assume it's his voice.
Okay.
And if you remember from the last part where he said, I thought you were cool. No one pronounces cool. That sounds like a garbage, low tier cutout and edit from CapCut that I would make. And it comes from Vice. I'm not fucking trusting Vice. Right now, at this point, it's all Jack. If this is all they got on him, like, there's no more proof or evidence on his rape allegations, 100% beat the rape case. They need more shit than this, because that's not how you get someone indicted for rape. It's not gonna work. They're gonna need a whole lot of more evidence. And now for the human trafficking. Currently, they got 2 things on him for this. Number 1 is hearsay. And number 2 is Andrew himself. And now, of course, the only thing that's available to the public, of course, they're not gonna tell us everything. Now, pretty sure you saw the video where he pretty much explained how to run the webcam business, and he talked about all the shit that he did. And here's the thing: this is a nail in the coffin for him, but there's no coffin, and there's no hole to bury him in, and he isn't dead. Currently, it's absolutely nothing to sweat about, but until they get good evidence, this definitely gonna hurt. Currently, he's fine law-wise. If they go to court with this evidence, 300% is going to win. Now, let's talk about his victims. Now, what's funny is both of the girls came out on video, which we're gonna show you like in a couple of seconds. They both came out on video claiming that he's completely innocent, he didn't do anything, he's a nice guy, there's absolutely nothing wrong with him, and he didn't do anything at all. Absolutely insane. And all of that, the prosecution is still having them as the victims, which makes zero sense. But anyway, here's a clip.
Amenințată? Nu. N-am fost niciodată. Dacă eram amenințată, automat nu mai eram idiotă să stau în casa asta. Spuneau că fetele care veneau la ei acasă erau intimidate de securitate cu arme. Eu pot spun că niciodată cei de la securitate n-au intimidat pe nimeni, nu au arme la vedere, nu sunt puși acolo să intimideze fete sau să întâmple alte lucruri. Am pe mâna stângă tatuajul ăsta care scrie Tate Girl, pe care l-am făcut din respect pentru ei.
Are you Tate's property?
Suntem prieteni buni de 2 ani de zile, cam așa, poți să mă treci pe mine ca și victimă, dar...
There are no victims in this case and there is no crime. I'm not a victim, even though the prosecution is telling me I am. I've told them this over and over again, but they won't change it. The election for the new leader of the Haqq has been announced as well, and they are using Andrew and Tristan just to make headlines. The prosecution has no evidence to support their claims, and they will find no evidence as there is no truth to this allegation. Now, this, in my opinion, is maybe the most corrupt, actually it is the most corrupted case I have seen in my life. The most corrupted case in Romania. And they are just holding innocent people.
As for the second lady that you just saw in the last clip, she actually tweeted a lot on Twitter. So if you want, you can go and check out her account. I will leave a Twitter account right here, you can see on the screen. So right now, his victims came out and said they aren't victims and he didn't do nothing wrong. They have zero public charges of organized crime, which is somewhat a charge. The rape charge is completely like any credible evidence. And fun fact, about 6% to like 0.7%, somewhere between the number kind of differs between country to country, but let's just say 5%, okay, of every single rape charge that goes to court, 6% of them, they actually go to jail. 60% of everyone that got accused of rape goes to jail. So they have like trash, little to no proof, and they're trying to indict them for rape when they have zero proof. And people, they avoided jail, and it was completely obvious that they did the raping, but there's no way he's gonna go to jail for rape unless some new evidence comes up. As for the human trafficking charges, prosecution have little to no evidence. And now, the only thing that is somewhat bad, or something that he has to worry about, is the fact that Luana, the girl alongside with Georgiana that got arrested alongside the Tate brothers, she has allegedly confessed. That's what we know that she did. the only thing that we know is that she did confess, and that is from incredible social media sites, Romanian TV. It's not really that credible. We're not 100% sure. There's not really much proof that she did do anything, or she did actually confess. But if she did, then that's probably the hardest thing that is gonna overcome, and probably the most difficult thing that is gonna overcome. But we'll just have to wait and see what did she actually say. And now, one thing before I end this video, I gotta talk about Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer. His videos against Tate are extremely biased. The only one that I recommend watching is a complete waste of time, where he talks about Andrew Tate teaching you how to run the working business. The one where he snitched on himself. Well, what he's doing is that he's milking Tate, hopping on any accusation, any rumor, any hearsay that most of it isn't true. It's not reliable, there's no credit, and he ignores all the girls that came out and said he didn't do nothing at all. He's completely innocent, and he also acts like an immature, childish chimp when he talks about the other people's arguments. Like when people say the voice memo was fake, and he's this, bro, he actually sounds like the fucking Caleb City did death sound effects. But anyway, he acts with no morals, philosophical code to his intentions, as well as he has no guide to his morality and actions. I know he won't respond to this, but as a criminal lawyer, it's very ironic that he does not even think about both sides here. As well as all the cravens that came out of the woodwork, spread lies and misinformation, and jump on unreliable info. You're all fickle, greedy, and pathless. But anyway, this has been Emir Haqq, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.